everyone. Come on in because we are here for another episode of Ready to Love, Season 10, Episode 9, and they are calling this Tommy's Getaway, or better known as Vacation. That's what Tommy's calling it. They get to get away for the weekend, y'all, and share a house. The house looked nice, y'all. I was impressed. I think it's a really nice getaway location that they have. And one of the things I just realized this season, y'all, they did not have any curveballs this season. Remember the last couple of seasons, they had some people show up in the middle of the season. Of all the seasons to get rid of the curveballs, I'm thinking this is the season they needed a few curveballs because let me tell you, the pickings are slim. I think they need a couple other people to come up here and shake it up a bit, but that's okay. We are on this vacation. Everybody is packed and ready to go. Cisco done cleaned out his locker at the transitional housing facility and put his stuff in a backpack. He told his housemates, I'm going away from the weekend. And he got his day pass with no curfew. I know he happy. Rose was running around talking about her strongest connection right now is Hussein, because Cam over here got 3 connections: Rose, Sahara, and Angie. But as time goes on, Angie ain't gonna be nobody's connection. I'm gonna call this episode what they was talking about. They was talking about toxic or spicy. And right now, Angie is rolling up under the column of toxic. Not spicy, toxic. Angie, girl, Angie need to go get some help. Some help. But on the bus ride up, Sahara was booed up with Cam leaning in, getting her some kisses. And Cam says he likes Sahara all up in his face. I know he does. I keep telling you, if Cam gonna choose any of these women, the one he's gonna choose is Sahara. I've been saying it from the beginning because of all the ladies, Cam believes that Sahara is in the most need of being saved. As long as she keeps continuing to play that role, Cam is going to like her. Sahara, stay right where you are. Do right what you're doing, because the more you do that, the more he going to like you. Because already right now, he don't like no Angie. Cam is done with Angie, and so should everybody. But we're going to talk about her. And Miss Kiara with Jay. Kiara is giving me vibes like she slept with Jay, because I'm going to tell you, this episode, Kiara was going off. And I'm thinking, Kiara, what's going on? Why you have this much possessiveness over Jay already? I don't know. It's giving me that they slept together on the side somewhere else. But hey, it's just my speculation. I don't want to say nothing that's not the truth. I don't know for sure. But Kiara gave Jay the talk in the van and said, you're going to need to have some decorum. And she basically said, just don't do anything that makes me look crazy and embarrass me. I'm thinking, girl, how you have them kind of boundaries right here? And this is vacation. He's supposed to be exploring his connection. So it's weird to me. I'm getting the vibes that they are more than just screen time buddies. That's what I'm getting. And Tay, goodness, she's sold. She is sold on Cisco. She done bought him for $5. $5 she done bought Cisco. And everybody running around the house trying to find what room they gonna sleep in. And Tay told Cisco that she can bunk with him. I wouldn't be bunking with Cisco coming from no transitional housing. He could have bed bugs. He could be bringing some bed bugs to the house. I wouldn't be bunking with Cisco. But she told him right away, I know you sleep in a bunk bed in that transitional housing, but we got a full king size, queen size bed with nice sheets, good thread counts, microfiber. And ever since Cisco got to the house, all he can do is lay down and sleep. Have y'all noticed that every time they show a scene of Cisco, he laying in the bed? I know he tired. I know he's like, I ain't never had no mattress this soft. We got some nice luxurious sheets, all white, clean, with no stains on them. Nice pillows that are nice and fluffy. I don't have to listen to no grown men snoring. Cisco is in La La Land. He could lay right there on that couch in that bed all weekend long, but Tay wants to turn up and she's like, let's go, let's do it. But Cisco and Tay are bunking up. That's in a clear message to Khalil that you out. You thought that you were even in the running, Khalil. You're not in the running, not one bit. Like I said, Tay is sold. She is sold on Cisco. And listen, do I get it? I don't get it. I don't get it, but it's not for me to get. And all I can say is when someone does something what Tay is doing, all you can say is, girl, don't come to me crying afterwards because I don't get what you're doing. I really don't get what you're doing. I really like Khalil. I thought Khalil, of all the men here, he would have more women interested in him. And I'm not counting Deonna as interested in him because she half man, half woman. So right now, I want to say I was surprised that no other woman is interested in Khalil. Like I said, I can't count Deonna because I thought of all the men that Khalil is good looking. He looked like he VP of a roofing company. He got a couple of good things going on for him. But once they were in the house and everybody found out that Tay and Cisco were sharing a room together, Khalil was over there sitting next to Deonna with a mad face saying, dang, dang, I guess I ain't got no other option but Deonna now. He was mad. His facial expression was mad. But all he said was, you know what? I really don't know what kind of connection this is with Deonna. I don't know if we friends, if it's a homie vibe. It's a homie vibe. Just like he said, they over there looking like sister and brother. They both good looking and they looking like they got the same mama and daddy. Rose over here playing rock, paper, scissors so she can figure out what room she has. And Jay is over there canoodling with Sahara, telling Sahara, girl, you like around the way girl, but I like around the way girls. Well, guess what? You thought you was getting a bougie woman in Kiara, Jay. No, you're not. You getting another round away girl. Kiara, what's her name? Kiara try to come off like she's a notch above a Sahara, but really she's not. She's not. At least I can say that a Sahara keeps it real. Kiara, on the other hand, she trying to pretend like she high class with her band, with her baby daddy in prison. But the way that Kiara acted up on this show and acted out tells me she ain't high class. And she was really getting upset because Sahara was over there with her leg on Jay, and Jay was massaging Sahara's neck. And Kiara got very insecure and mad. First of all, Kiara, if you highfalutin and you bougie and you high class and you see your man over there rubbing the neck of what you say is a low class around the way girl, you should not be threatened. In fact, you should have gone over there and say, hey, can I get y'all something to drink? That's what you should have done. But instead, you turned into the spoiled brat, throwing a tantrum. And then you tried to pull the card as if you married, talking about get away from me. You can go sleep on the couch. How you going to send somebody to sleep on the couch and get away from you? Y'all ain't even married. Like I'm saying, it's giving vibes that I gave you my body and now I own you. I'm just saying. That's what it's saying. So Kiara's running around talking about she's confused and she's pissed and she's livid. And I just don't get it. And while Kiara's over there giving her man the cold shoulder, Rose is over here buying her man, Cam, some shirts from Marshall's. What you doing, Rose? Rose said that she's a caretaker, right? That's what she said. She said that she is a caretaker. And I want to say right now that I understand what Rose's ex-boyfriend said, which was, she can be a bit smothering and she does too much. I can see it. Rose, girl, you didn't have to bring no 2 shirts, not 1 shirt, 2 shirts in 2 different colors with the price tags on them. Talking about I was shopping in Marshall's and I saw these were on sale and I knew you was extra large, so I got you 2. That's something that a wife does. That's what I be doing when I be shopping in Marshalls. Talking about, baby, I saw this for you, and I know you like these kind of shirts, so I got a couple for you. They was only $14.99. Rose girl, you doing a whole lot. And I know Deonna said firefighters don't have a lot of free time, but Cam has a whole lot of free time right now over here receiving his gifts. Cam said, shoot, let me go ahead and get these gifts. But all the men were outside playing football with their shirts off, showing their muscles. All the men got nice bodies, nice builds, everything. I can say that about everybody. Everybody tatted with muscles. And I guess who was still in the house laying on the couch getting some sleep? Cisco. Cisco's so tired, y'all. Cisco's like, when you live in transitional housing on the bottom bunk with bed bugs rolling around, you don't really get no sleep. So I know everybody else want to come here and turn up. Right now, all Cisco can think about is getting some sleep. But after this is when the conversations start turning wild and they start having a conversation about what's the difference between toxic and spicy. And I guess Angie thinks she's spicy, but we're here to tell Angie, no, girl, you're not spicy, you toxic. Angie said, when you do her wrong, you don't get to walk away. She said, yeah, I busted a few windows before, slashed a few tires, keyed a few cars. She said, if you want to bring some bad energy, then I'm matching your MF energy, period, with a T on the end, period. I said what I said. You want to bring some bad energy? I'm going to dish it right out. Girl, did Angie say that her ex-fiance passed away? Somebody might need to look into his death. Do an autopsy. You might need to exhume the body and make sure that Angie didn't take him out, because the way she was talking as if you cross her, death is imminent. Death is imminent. Something is not right, Angie. Not right at Rose. And Rose run around while Angie is telling you she'll take you out. Rose is running around talking about how she the Proverbs wife, saying, I try to tell everybody I'm not perfect. Girl, we know you're not perfect, but what is it, Rose? You doing a good job at hiding it. She even told Hussein that she gives you 3 strikes before she knocks you out. And Hussein said, that's really generous because I only give people 1 strike. We know Hussein don't trust nobody. He ain't from transactional housing, but he's from a boys' home. He was in foster care. So we already know Hussein don't trust a lot of people. Not at all. In fact, the more I see Rose and Hussein together, the more I say to Hussein, you better choose Rose because she's perfect for you. You see, because I know Hussein got a problem trusting people. I know he does. When you got to sleep with one eye open in a boy's home, you don't trust many people. But you know, Rose gives you so much comfort. She makes you feel so secure. She's buying you gifts from Marshalls. She's telling you there ain't nothing wrong you can do. I'm going to give you 3 strikes times 3 before I would ever let you go. This is the kind of stability and security that Hussein needs to be able later to open up. He needs to know that he can trust you. He needs to know that you're never going to leave. And Rose is giving the energy that I ain't going nowhere. Nowhere at all. You never have to worry about me abandoning you. In fact, I'm so far from abandoning you, I'm going to stick to you like gum on the bottom of your shoe. You're going to get tired of me. That's how much I'm going to stick to you. And while Rose is over there sticking to Cam and Hussein's the bottom of their shoes, Kiara is running around here giving Jay the cold shoulder because she's doing what she knows how to do best, which is engage in manipulation. Let me tell you something. Kiara gonna run back to Jay, absolutely. But what Kiara is trying to do as a form of manipulation is teach Jay a lesson. Because I told you from the very beginning that Kiara was manipulative, that she likes to use certain techniques to make men do what they want to do. And right now she's creating an aura about her and she's making Jay get uncomfortable that he might be losing her. But let me tell you, those types of tactics, manipulation tactics, they don't really last very long. So right now, Jay is panicking because he don't really have no other connection. Not really. Sahara really ain't no connection. Like he said, He's used to round the way girls, but he don't want another one. You see, I still believe what I said last week, that what Jay is trying to do is level up. And he believes that Sierra is what he used to go out with. That's what he used to date. And so now he wants to level up with Kiera. And what he's not used to is he's not used to all these mind games of this bougie woman that Kiera's playing. So Jay got his hands full. And then when Angie realized that what she was saying was wrong, she went over there and tried to talk to Cam about it, because she realized once she started talking about busting windows and keying cars and slashing tires, Cam was like, nah, I can't have none of this. I prioritize peace in my life. And she said, you know what, that kind of bothers me about Angie. And then Angie right away started gaslighting Cam as if she didn't even say it. Angie sat there and said, what are you talking about? What kind of stuff are you getting on? You just trying to hear the negative. You only want to hear what you want to hear. Girl, Angie, everybody heard what you said. And you said it very clearly. What you said was, you ain't gonna let no one walk away from you that did you wrong. And yeah, you did bust a window before, and you never said that you would never do it again. And what you said was, if people give you bad energy, you gonna match the MFing energy, period. That's what you said. He did not imagine it. He did not imagine it, Angie. So don't try to pretend like he's making it up in his head. Angie said, you just trying to find a reason not to like me. And Cam says, I don't have to dig to find a reason, because you handed it to me right on a silver plate. And Cam is no longer interested in Angie, just like that. I know the man got the chance to eliminate a woman. And I'm going to tell you right now, they're going to eliminate Angie. Angie going to go. I thought it was going to be Deonna. But now that Khalil really doesn't have another connection besides Deonna, he gonna vote for her to stay. That's what he's gonna do, even though they really brother and sister. And although Sahara was over there getting a neck massage from Jay, Cam said he ain't worried, because what he said was no man is a threat to him and Sahara. Because what he's saying is, I know ain't no man gonna want to touch Sahara with a 10-foot pole. Don't nobody want to be a rescuer like I do. So therefore, I don't have to be concerned that somebody gonna come in and swoop up Sahara. She gonna be coming right back to me. He said, Sahara know where home is. I ain't got nothing to worry about. Nothing at all. And then later on that night, Tay says she want to turn up. She says she want to play Truth or Dare. And they said, go on over there and give your number one a lap dance. And I didn't even know. And I didn't even have to wonder one bit who that was going to be. And that was going to go over to Cisco. And there she is. She sat over there on his lap and gave him a lap dance. I'm going to tell you this right now. Besides the whole homeless thing, I actually don't think Tay and Cisco are a match. And I'm going to tell you why. One is Cisco is a homebody. He told us that before. What Cisco told us was all he really does is go to the gym and go to the work and come home. And you can tell right away that Tay, she likes to be outside. She likes to be outside. And Cisco is tired. Cisco wants a good night's sleep on a nice comfy mattress, and it feels good. And Tay wants to turn up and go outside and drink and do lap dances and play games and get in the jacuzzi. And she got to run inside and get Cisco and say, hey, why don't you come out and get in the jacuzzi? And Cisco's like, ooh, I was just about to take another nap. They not even a good match. I don't know what Tay is looking at. I think the only thing Tay is looking at are the muscles and Cisco's looks. That's got to be it. Because honestly, when you look at their vibe and who they are, I don't think they have anything in common. I really don't. And, you know, everybody else trying to, and everybody was going to go out and get in the pool and have a good time. And Jay went in there, try to make up with Kiera and say, hey, you want to come outside? And Kiera's still mad. She's still mad, giving the cold shoulder, yelling and screaming about legs being intertwined. Girl, I'm telling you, it is giving me that we smashed. and she's going over how I told you, don't make me look stupid. I gave you boundaries. I mean, they going at it. Next thing you know, Jay is yelling back at her. They screaming like they've been in a 5-year relationship. This is crazy. Kiara is communicating like a little girl, darn near kicking him out the room, go sleep on the couch. I don't know how you can be in a doghouse. And really, were you ever in the house at all? This is a lot, y'all. This is a lot. But the next morning, you know what? We thought it would be better. Kiara still ain't over it, even at breakfast time. But Khalil decides he's going to go talk to Deonna for a little while and try to figure out if they got the same, if they share the same daddy because they look alike. And then Khalil said, I got to figure out if we lovers or friends. And he said, okay, Deonna, what do you want a man to do? And Deonna, it was like crickets. She had to think long and hard. And then she said, oh, yeah, take out the trash. What? And then after that, she was like, oh, yeah, touch up some paint. She goes, other than that, I got everything. You ain't got to do nothing else other than that. Girl, Deonna. Something wrong with Deonna. Something is really wrong with Deonna. Khalil said, you know, Deonna is very overly independent. And basically Deonna said, I can manage everything else without you. I don't even need you to call me. All you got to do is come around on trash day and take the trash cans down to the curb. And every once in a while, you just got to touch up some paint on the house. That's it. Other than that, I got everything covered. What do you mean, Deonna? You ain't like these other women talking around talking about you want a leader, provider, protector. Deonna said, no, I need a trash man and a handyman, a carpenter. Woo, 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 woo. Khalil tried to ask Deonna, you know, what else would you want to know about me? But instead of asking the question, she started telling him about himself. One thing about Deonna, she ain't going to ask no questions. She is just going to tell you about yourself. And she says she tries to be peaceful, but I don't know, Deonna. I saw that date between you and Hussein, and it wasn't peaceful at all. But Deonna says she's just not used to this low caliber of men right now that she having to deal with on this show. She said this is beneath her. So I guess that's why she got a bad attitude. So Deonna trying to tell us she only got a bad attitude with men she don't like, but when she like you, she got a better attitude. I don't believe it, Deonna. I don't believe it one bit. Right now, the energy between Deonna and Khalil is giving homie vibes. It really is giving homie vibes. And what Deonna said, well, I'm gonna let you know right now, I don't do anything that makes me uncomfortable. I'm not gonna do it. So basically, what Deonna says is, I'm not into changing because change is uncomfortable. But Deonna said, I'm not doing nothing uncomfortable. How are you going to change and get better if you only want to do things that are comfortable? You don't never want to be uncomfortable. Sometimes that's when you have your biggest growth periods is when you're uncomfortable, but not Deonna. Deonna says, I'm stuck in my ways. I'm going to do what I want to do. And you either do what I say and do what I want to do, or we're not going to get along. We're not going to get along one bit. I'm going to try to be peaceful. But if you don't do what I say and do what I do and do it the way I want to do it, then there ain't going to be no peace. Not at all. None at all. So Jay is over here in the doghouse, like I said, running around talking about how do I get out of the doghouse. He's going and asking Khalil for some advice. And Khalil is like, well, I guess you got to go beg for Kiara's forgiveness. Jay probably like, I don't know how to beg like that. Listen, let me tell you something. Kiara gonna let you out of that doghouse. She gonna let you out as soon as she believes that she's taught you a lesson, because that's all that Kiara is doing. Kiara thinks that she's gonna teach you a lesson. That's how Kiara looks to control men. But anyway, the men are going to get the power this week. They're going to get to send someone home. We don't know who it's going to be. We already know that Tay and Cisco are booed up, so Tay ain't going home. Hussein looked like he going to be sticking with Rose, even with them bald patches in his head. I don't know what's going on with Hussein. He need to get him some hair growth serum and put it on them bald patches. I don't know what's going on with you, Hussein. And Jay definitely not going to get rid of Kiara yet because he's still trying to get in her good graces. And Kim is not going to let Rose go home, but I think he's definitely going to let Angie go, which she should. Angie needs to go on home and heal and get some help. And Khalil going to hang on to Deonna. And then when they were asking, what do you like about Deonna? All he could say was she was clean. He said he like a clean woman. Yeah, she clean. They got to keep that firehouse clean. They be out there cleaning them fire trucks. He says she's clean. He says, but she's slow too. She's slow to warm up. I'm telling you, she got a firewall in front of her. That's why she a firefighter. Her firewall is rated. Her firewall is rated for a 4-hour fire. A whole 4-hour fire could be burning inside of you, ready to go. And Deonna's firewall she got between you and her is rated for 4 hours. Ain't no smoke gonna get over here. Nothing at hard. Deonna's a hard read. She sure is. She's a hard a lot of things. She's a hard a lot of things. But anyway, that's all I got, y'all. That's all I got for today, for today's recap. And we will be back next week to see who got eliminated. My money is on Angie. And then next week, I guess the women gonna have the power. We'll see who they get ready to get rid of. But that's it. Talk to y'all later. Bye.